Hello, this is Duntov. So today I'm at the athletics ballpark site here. It is Friday, September 5th, 2025. Alright, I was out here on Tuesday and there's already a lot that's changed just since I've been out here. So the first thing I noticed when I got up here I'm on the Oyo parking deck. As we can see, they're taking all the forms off. Down here we can see all the concrete's been poured. And we can see they're actually starting to fill in also over here. We can see right there, you got the roller, and then we got the loader dumping some dirt. So they're already starting to fill in this area with dirt. So most of this concrete that we're seeing here, will be buried underneath the foundation there. You can even see the person over here with the compactor, like that gas powered one there. So we got all the cranes. It look like they're using them all right now. We got this yellow one here. He just spun around when I was walking up, trying to see his cable. It looks like it's not hooked up to anything yet. We can see, if we look towards the Mandalay Bay, you can see right there the part of the cable, and I don't think it's hooked up to anything yet. But I have a feeling they're using that one to take all the forms off of all this, all the forms they had around all this concrete. They're probably getting ready to lift like some of this stuff off soon. Looks like they're getting it ready, like piled up. They'll probably pull that out. So we'll keep an eye on that. Or actually, he's already hooking that one up, I think. That other cable I saw, that is from the tower crane. So they should be pulling this one up pretty soon. It's actually a really nice day today. It's about, when I was pulling up, it's probably 11:40 in the morning right now. It was only about 85 degrees. So it was a pretty nice day today. When I started work at 3 a.m. so when I got in, there was a big lightning show on the mountains on the east side, and then very windy when I was coming in, but no rain that I saw. We could use some, but just teasing us. Alright, we can see there though, they got the cables. It looks like, there we go, they're starting to lift up some of the stuff right now. And you heard the horn. And they're gonna swing it. I'll zoom out so you can see the crane. It's swinging towards this direction. Oh no, actually it's swinging the opposite direction. And then we can see all the other stuff piled up there, so we're gonna lower it right down over there. Okay, so some other stuff that looks new. We do have, you can see around the tower crane, they're putting up some kind of bigger forms over here. If you follow the athletics page on Instagram, they were showing them lifting some of these up on their page. I saw it yesterday. So Instagram, the athletics. And then if you didn't know, I got my Instagram, duntov 67, and then I also just start posting stuff on TikTok. That's duntov 67 also. So if I remember, I'll put the links to that if you want. If you're not following, if you want to follow along. And I just post a little random stuff on there, mainly Raiders and then construction stuff. So check it out. I'll put the links at the bottom of this video. Alright, but we got these walls going up, and then we can also see they got more of the rebar. It's getting taller, so they are going vertical. And then we got right in front, we got this bigger drill rig. So I'm assuming as they're moving all this form side from this concrete, filling that in, that they're gonna, keep coming this way, drilling and pouring concrete. So we'll just keep an eye on all this stuff. All right, I'm gonna move down a little bit. I want to get a better view. We got the drill rig here, but we could see the people working on this elevator core there. Or let's zoom in right now. Trying to make out. I do see a pump arm there. So maybe they're pouring concrete in there right now. I'm gonna move down a little bit. We'll see if we can figure out what they're doing. I can't tell on this viewfinder right now. The sun's right behind me. So I'm going to move down a little bit more. All right. So if we look now, we can see get a better view of the pump truck there. We got the pump truck. See the concrete trucks waiting to back in there. Oh, actually that looks like it might be the athletics one. Yes it is. Check that out. Alright, they're not spinning the drum right now, but pretty cool to see out here. So the other side, once it rotates around, it should just be the A's emblem. Is that hooked up to the truck? I can't tell. We got all this stuff in the way here. Alright, so it looks like they're starting to move it a little bit. So like someone said in the comment before, this concrete contract that they got, it's worth painting emblem on the truck. There you go, there's the A's emblem right there. I don't know how many of these trucks they painted this way. I don't know if this is the only one or not. Alright, so they're not spinning that drum too quick. you go. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's see what they're pumping. It looks like they are pumping into this elevator core here. You can see some of the guys down lower than them. They see right there, you can see their hard hat. Alright, so if you remember my last video, we had the people that were climbing on all the rebar and, you know, tying rebar together down in there. So now it looks like they put this form on the outside, and then they must be, you know, pouring the concrete inside. So once they take form off, we'll have the, you know, the walls starting to go up. Because then we could see this other one on the side here where they have all the forms up on this one also. Alright, they're actually moving some kind of form right there. You can see these smaller cranes moving one right now. Starting to get a little breezy up here again. Last time I was here it got real windy, but we got the breeze coming in. Alright, if you did see my last video when I was here, I was showing there was some kind of fire burning. And it ended up being a 3-alarm fire. It was an apartment complex. You know, a few of the buildings did burn. They said 5 people had to be taken to the hospital, but one of them was a fireman. But I haven't heard of any like real serious. After that, they just said 5 went to the hospital. So hopefully everyone's okay. You know, they said they had to move, like I think it was almost 40 people had to move out of the apartments because of the damage. So it was pretty bad. And then because it was so windy, you know, the wind gets bad here and them fires spread really fast. So good job to the fire department getting that out and under control as fast as they did. Okay, so you can see that panel just spinning around. I don't know if they're spinning or if the wind is blowing it around. It's spinning pretty good there. Alright, but if we look, you can see around where they're putting that. You got these tall rebar cages coming out of the ground, and we could see how they're starting to put the forms around them. So they'll be pouring these out and getting them, pouring concrete. We'll start seeing these columns or posts, coming out of the ground. All right, this yellow crane closer to me now. They're bringing a load in. It looks like they're bringing some more rebar in. You can see right there, a big bunch of it. Kind of looks like it's going to go down. We got these guys working down inside this down in this area. So let's see where they dropped that. Nope, they're actually going over them. Keep loosening it on my viewfinder here. Looks like it's going where they just took out them other forms that they lifted out. Yep. When they were lifting it, it didn't look like it was that big, but look how big that is compared to the people standing right by it. Alright, I just moved down a little bit more. I'm gonna check out the crew working on this elevator 4. Doesn't look like they're pumping anything right now. You can just see the end, that red part. It doesn't look like anything's coming out of it, but let's see. So far now, this the Athletics concrete truck, that's the only truck I see here. I don't see any other ones around, so I don't know, how much concrete they're actually pouring in there. Actually bringing another load of this rebar down into this new area here. So we can see this loader going to get getting the dirt from that pile of all the stuff that they re-crushed, all this material, and they're bringing it down into this area. So all that re-crushed material is what is filling in all this stuff. He's actually dumping it right there behind the drill rig, filling in that part there. I'm just panning around just to see, you know, what's going on everywhere over here. I remember last video when I was out here, they were working on putting some of the rebar into this area, and you can see they got a lot more over here. We can see they've got a lot more rebar just waiting on this flatbed also. Alright, so a lot more going on. It's always good to see when they take the forms out. Got all that concrete there. So once they fill that in, you know, they're going to keep going up like they are on this. This will be the very south end right here. And then over here by where they're pouring the concrete into these forms for some of the elevator cores. So if you're not subscribed and you would like to follow along with us, please subscribe to my channel, Raiders1967. Get updates on the Athletics Ballpark as well as the new Hard Rock Hotel, the new Guitar Tower, and the transformation of the Mirage. So I'd appreciate you subscribe. Anything you like about the video, if you could give me a thumbs up, that helps my channel out. And please leave some comments. I get a lot of great comments. I love every one of them, so keep them coming. I like to hear, you know, hear what you guys think and what you guys want to see and don't like, do like. So everyone, thanks for watching, and I will talk with you guys next time.